Okay, joined by Niall Ó Ceallacháin, Dublin Senior Hurling Manager. Neil, wow, I think is all you can say after that. A brilliant game here this evening in Parnell Park, 125 to 219 the final score. What's your assessment of the game about half an hour after the full-time whistle?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, from kind of emotional, it's just relief for you out there. Obviously, delighted to get the result. Obviously, we could have been in a very different situation there. The game itself, ebbed and flowed. Obviously, there was never much between it. I felt for long periods we got back level, but couldn't really kick on. They found a way every time. Obviously, a couple of minutes left, being a couple of points down, and we probably always felt there was an extra sort of kick there, and that did come. Obviously, the goal at the end there was massive. So overall, a lot to work on, but really proud of the character shown in the last 7-8 minutes.
Yeah, you mentioned there the ebb and flow of the game. Obviously, we started very well. They got a goal. They kind of came into the game in the second quarter. I guess same in the second half. We started the second half quite well. They got a goal as well. We obviously had a couple of injuries. Guys go off. Danny and Dolan in particular kind of had a few blows during the game. But you must be delighted with how the guys responded to those, staying in the game and obviously winning it out in the end.
Yeah, I think you have it there. To be honest, from a game flow perspective and from a player perspective, there was a good few blows there, be it the lads heading off injured at different times, or the couple of goals which, as I recall, were both against the kind of run of play. I felt we were motoring well each time we conceded each of those goals, and they're sucker blows along with the injuries and things like that. So I suppose the main reason I highlight that is just the kind of response shown and the character shown to really to stick at it. I felt if we did stick at it that we would get there, and we did stick at it, stayed in the game, and then showed great energy in the last 6-7 minutes. To see it out.
Plenty of impact from the bench today. No more so, I guess, than Ronan Hayes. Had a brilliant game, leaving aside the goal, which is obviously so crucial at the end. Had a brilliant game once he came off the bench. He must have been delighted with his performance and the performance of all the guys on the sideline.
Yeah, the bench did make a big difference there. Ronan specifically, definitely. Listen, I thought he showed a huge amount of character there. To be honest, I know the goal will be talked about, but just a lot of small things there he did there. He dogged it out. His work rate was outstanding. He won ball that needed to be won. One crucial ball at the end there on the halfway line. He was 2 or 3 on 1, and he somehow killed the ball, and then he came out with the ball. But the line was crucial. The impact was crucial from the line, him included, and others. Lost a couple of lads, through injury as well, kind of enforced, and I've no doubt, even apart from the 5 lads who did go in, there's 2 or 3 lads who didn't even go in there that we're going to need, and be it 7 days time or 21 days time, our panel's going to be tested, like everybody's is, and we're going to need a full panel.
Yeah, how important will that full panel be? Not just obviously next week, a couple of injuries, as you say, from today's game, but over the next we have 4 games obviously left in the Leinster Championship. We saw today the impact of the squad, the panel, and how important it can be. How important is the full 30 odd man panel, 40 man panel that you have going to be over the next few weeks?
Yeah, no, it's going to be crucially important. I think there's 35 of us there. There's 35 lads working extremely hard. I can tell you, it's highly competitive for starting 15, or indeed in the actual 26s there. I've no doubt, as I said, there's going to be lads in there who didn't have game time there today that are going to play big roles even in 7 days time. 7 days time. So, but we approached the league like we did for a reason, and I said on Tuesday that the whole panel is going to be needed, and it was for that reason. So we feel that we have depth there, and we have lads who are putting the shoulder to the wheel and putting there's a real high levels competition for starting places, and that's the way it needs to be, and we need depth, and it's there, and we're looking forward to 7 days time now.
A word finally, I guess, on the crowd. The place was buzzing here tonight, and how important was that in that last 5 or 10 minutes when we were getting close, and then Offaly were pulling slightly away again and pushed out to 2 and 3 points, and then obviously got the goal and went on to win the game. How important was that crowd here tonight, and how important will it be again next weekend?
Yeah, it was brilliant, to be honest. I suppose when you're focused yourself, you don't really notice, but I'd say I've no doubt if you ask players there, I'd say they felt that energy there in that last 6-7 minutes. It's tough going when you're out on your feet there, and knowing that you have to go again, and ball goes dead and you have to go again, that is tough going. I've no doubt that the lads got significant energy from the actual stand there, and the high levels of support from the crowd that kind of was there. So I thought the crowd played a part. I thought the crowd played a part genuinely in that last 6-7 minutes, and let's do that in 7 days' time as well.